3.5 weeks had just soared by, and all I could think about is my flight leaves in 3 hours. Like now? My mom showed up to help me pack and organize and clean, but my to-do list on this house is just so long. Look at it.
I'm Randi Vaughn, and this is Michigan Flip. I am so excited. I'm a Michigan native, but I live in Southern California where I do my design work. Bought a house. It's in Michigan, and I'm gonna flip it. That's what this web series is all about, flipping property in Michigan. I don't know how it's gonna turn out.
The cold weather was seriously slowing me down. It took half a day to enclose my porch so I could paint it in 30-degree temps. Winter came in early and like a beast.
Evidently there is a wire down from the winter weather, and it fell onto my house. Well, if you could fix it, that'd be great.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could move your vehicle ahead a little bit.
Where do I have to move the vehicle?
Just up about a few feet.
Oh yeah, no problem.
All right.
So just moving it up a couple feet will help?
Yeah, just so I don't get up there and I'm a few feet short. I just got to get to the corner of your house here.
Oh, I have electricity in the house.
Yeah, it's just the, I'll call it the messenger wire that's broke.
Messenger wire.
Oh, gotcha. I think that's about all I'm gonna get. I think the easiest thing becomes much more difficult to do in the winter. Moving my car 2 feet ahead became moving my car 1.5 feet ahead because my tires are spinning.
Partly why I love renovating so much is because every old house has some hidden surprises. Sometimes they're bad surprises, but sometimes they're kind of good surprises. A few days earlier, the carpet was being installed. It was super cool to discover the vintage newspapers covering the original floorboards from 1943. The house was telling a story. Work was done on those floors in '43 amidst the duress of World War II. The house at that time would have already been 43 years old. Good thing she was built like a sturdy war tank. Unfortunately, old newspaper clippings do not add to the value. I was about to list my house, so I talked to my listing agent about the current market in Michigan and who's buying in Holly.
The real estate market in Holly is actually quite good. Everything is very short-term on the market. There's a shortage of homes. This brought a nice market into a nice small community where people really love to be. And Michigan all over has a very, very strong small town bonding. There's a strong ethnic groups that create these great communities. Yes, Holly is a cross-section between two railroads. There is a train that runs through about 5-6 times a day. You'll get the train noise, but it is actually part of the community and the nuances of the community itself. Randi's property does lie very close to the railroad tracks. The whole community sits right on top of the cross sections. Everybody hears all the noise of the railroads. And this one does sit by the track, but I don't think it's any more of a deterrent than any other home in the community.
Well, it sure is good to know that in Holly, you can't buy a house on the wrong side of the tracks. The comps and the market help me determine my listing price. So in this market, there's a low inventory of homes. This small town is in demand. And hey, the buyers are cool with trains.
I have to start thinking about what my next investment will be, and there's a sweet little town that I'm driving through right now called Fenton, and Fenton, it's similar to Holly, it's just bigger. Both towns are slightly south of Flint. Yeah, it's very cute. It has that village feel with all the stores of a bigger city. You always interrupt me.
I had determined that the price on my house could easily be between $88,000 and $98,000. But I couldn't list it. Here was my reality. Things were still in shambles and I had to get back to LA. Remember that punch list? Well, it became an unforeseen expense. I have to bring someone in to take care of those loose ends. That'll be a $3,000 hit, at least. I was not very happy. I was off to the airport. In order to list the house, my dad and contractor Bob would have to tie things up. Oh gosh, I'm just praying it all works out without me.
I take a pickup truck any day. So I wanted 2-cylinder. I wanted a manual.
There's no such thing as 2-cylinder. 4-cylinder.
Oh yeah.